showdown here. A matchup of two elite quarterbacks. Might not see a better QB duel all season long. Both guys hoping to use this big stage to display their supremacy. Welcome to East Lansing and the home of the Michigan State Spartans. Spartan Stadium, a.k.a. the Woodshed. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan Wolverines. Taking on a playoff team from last year, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Burnstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. This away to get us going here. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looking for some space. It's Frazier. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Early in this season, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The short hands. It's McCray. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
The Spartans line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. It's Childs. Oh, the pass is picked off. He could go. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere for a loss of the ball.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Grab behind the line. It's Prescorn. Finding space at the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy is a matchup problem. You put an undersized safety who can run with the tight end, and he's going to go over top of him. You put a big, strong linebacker on him, and he's going to outrun him. Just a really tough matchup, as you saw right there.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Ball scooped up on the defense.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. The kickoff will be returned. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. Gets rid of it on the move. The receiver grabs it, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's looking to scramble. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
Looking to pass. It's Childs. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here mid-season.
Yeah, mid-season games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Tight end makes the grab. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Well, the defense knows Kirk might take more than one tackler to bring this tight end down.
Well, anytime as a defense, you always want to rally to the football. But against this guy, you especially want to do that because you saw he breaks through that first arm tackle. I thought he might be able to pick up even more yards, but good job of getting extra hats to the ball.
And the Spartans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who of course played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. So So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And that pass falls incomplete. At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Grab down the middle. It's Haynes. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball, the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. It's a deep shot to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
One explosive play has set them up at the opponent's 40. Looking to throw. It's Childs. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Brought down, but both the tackle to produce a solid gain there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a gap, it's Frazier. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State and Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is a team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it in the open. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. When he gets it down to the tight end, you can see what he can do after the catch.
Handoff from the shotgun. Tackle way behind the line. They lose 6 there. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
I mean, that play had no chance from the start. I'm a little shocked they're going to go tempo here, but let's see what they have in mind to get out of this hole they've done.
Caught over the middle. It's pre-scoring. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. We've got a good early quarterback duel so far, Kirk. Let's check out the stats. We'll see if they can keep the production up heading into the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. On the move now. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up the third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needed this crucial conversion right now. Play action. He's looking to throw. He'll throw it deep down the middle of the field. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. It's Childs. He escapes the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Marsh. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. Just trying to get rid of it. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
It's a shotgun run call. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of the defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. the grab on the move. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place at just the right time.
And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a first down. The Spartans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. With the catch, it's McCray. And wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. He missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Complete with a running back. Can he get first down yardage? And the Spartans look to keep this drive moving.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
And the Spartans are looking to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Childs. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Michigan State. They were not going to catch him that time. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, when you reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option, being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Bringing pressure. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Boy, what a great job of getting to this quarterback by this defensive lineman. And Chris, you think back over the years, Michigan State, always a tough defense with an attitude, right? And individually, Julian Peterson, Shalik Calhoun, Terrell Worthy, Malik McDowell, what a great tradition. And today, he's living up to that.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30, and he's still running. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Looking to pass here on second down. That That's caught. It's mush. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Grab down the middle. It's Prescorn. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
Defense expecting to run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Hands off to the fullback. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Scanning the field. It's Childs. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Almost intercepted again. Had a chance for his second pick. Couldn't quite hold on. It's going to be a second down.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle. That'll keep him short of the first down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got 4th down.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. And he'll set up to throw. He'll throw it now. Incomplete. A huge 4th down stand by this defense.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The offense will take their first time out of the half. The talk strategy here.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Prescorn. Touchdown, Michigan. Strong game by this quarterback.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. To throw, it's Childs. Moves out of the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Avoiding the pressure, moving out to the right. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback.
And looking for a big play here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, Sparty. This offense is still clicking.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Coach makes a decision to go for a two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back. On the move now. And the pass is incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Trying to find some room. It's Haynes. They'll tackle him right at the 31. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Look out, he's in the clear. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. And the pass interference with no time on the clock will give them one last play here before the break. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. It's another deep shot. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Spartans will kick this away to get the second half going. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. You can see if they found some solutions at halftime. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking for a receiver. The short completion of the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Solid run, tackled with the 45-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. Well, the energy really building now, Kirk. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Back to throw. It's Childs. Moves out of the pocket. Just gets it away, taking a shot. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down the road and catch a big gainer.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stand. First and 10 now for the offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the Spartans will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the move now. He bought some time, now lets it go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Running out of time in the pocket. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. And the Spartans offense is on the move now.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks, but he gets the ball out of his hands. And how about the job by this receiver to fight for that first down?
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Dropping back, it's Childs. He escapes the pocket. He throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a third and short from the 20. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
his two-point conversion attempt. Offense looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Jukes to get free. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. They continue to roll up the score.
Well, that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to create better field position. And the returner will be brought down. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Spartans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Makes the grab. It's Frazier. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw yet again. The pocket breaking down. Grabbed by the receiver. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Spartans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Nice execution here for the first down, and this is what they like to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be a big pass play to get this tempo kicked into gear, but here they come.
And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the QB will try again on second attempt. And this pass is on target. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Marsh. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Oh, my gosh. What a miscue here by the offense. After all the preparation and all the practice time, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. It's a big-time drop.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Michigan State. Offense is out there. They're going to go for two here. Dropping back. It's Childs. On the move now. And they've got him behind the line. There is a penalty marker, but if it's on the offense, it'll be a change of possession. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touch. Start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Gain on the first play, moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Here comes a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today. Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And as we take a break, we take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks like he's going to run it. Ooh, the ball is loose. The defense has got it. Not much on the return, but this defense rises up with an important takeaway.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pressure is coming. He's hit just before the throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense contributes 6 points.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession. They've thrown a pick 6 last time out here. Buying time now, rolling to his left. Catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? And that's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
The pass is intercepted.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Offense trots out onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Gives it to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Throwing up, play action. That's caught. It's Morgan. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run And a great job with that play action call.
Here he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Catch made over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a second down play. Takes off in a bootleg. He escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the Spartans will come to the line to run the hurry up.
Well, look at this, Chris. The defense kind of hanging their head. They give up a completion for a first down. They better get lined up and get the call because they're going up tempo against them.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball. Almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Get a sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. They'll try a pass here. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And they've got him. Third down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Oh, what a grab! Touchdown, Sparty! No chance to catch him there.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And on the carry, he's heading left. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
Stop right there at the line. No gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He's in the clear. Inside the 20. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Wolverines. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan State offense is back out on the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? With the catch, it's Marsh. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And the Spartans come to the line in the hurry up.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
But here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He'll take a deep shot. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Nice grab. It's Marsh. We make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. And the Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. The freshman off the mark behind his receiver that time.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Now, trailing by this much in the 4th quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down, bringing pressure. And he's got it. Touchdown, Spartans.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
Now the try for the 2-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he gets the 2-point conversion to get back within 3 scores here.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for two. Great throw.
And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
Leaning on the run game here late. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner decides to field it. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Second down play coming up. Looking for a man. Escapes the pocket. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Looking for a late, deep throw. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking deep for late game heroics. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. They went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And the quarterback just kneels down. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they